reported a lot on data centers and quantum computing. Our investigators have looked deeply into this. Just last week, we took you inside this new 128-acre development on the lakefront in South Chicago. The goal here, to create a space, the developers say, that uses technology to process information in new ways at speeds never seen before, to advance how we use energy, grow crops, and fight diseases. The state has already committed $500 million to this project, as the governor hopes it positions Illinois to be the next Silicon Valley. But it's also been a controversial topic. It's divided communities on costs, on the impacts on the environment, and more. One group that opposes this new facility is Southside Together, which advocates for affordable housing and public health on Chicago's South Side. We're joined by the director of that group, the executive director, Dixon Romeo. Dixon, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So I want to know, we hear about what the developers say, what the governor says, that the state's investing. What are your biggest concerns with this project?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the new Silicon Valley and you go back and you look at the housing impacts that that had and all the people who lived in the area, those prices have skyrocketed. And so the question that folks in South Shore and South Chicago are asking is this development going to kick me out the neighborhood? In addition to that, we know that with data centers or with quantum computers, which essentially have the same impact of data centers in terms of energy usage, right, and impact on the environment, how is that going to affect our energy? Like, people are really concerned about this in terms of their utility bills going up, right? What is it going to do to the air? What is it going to do around noise? The land that it's being built on used to be the U.S. Steel Mill, and there's a ton of developments that haven't happened because they've named the land as an issue. And so folks are concerned about, is this digging this up in this way going to be harmful to the environment?
I know we talked a lot about the energy usage and water concerns with other centers. The developers are saying that it wouldn't have the same impact as a data center. Mm-hmm. Do you buy that?
No, I don't think people buy that because, one, up until recently, there was a plan to have a data center not on the IQMP campus, but on the Quantum Shore development. And number two, if you need a substation, you need all these additional things to draw that much power. Mm-hmm. It's hard for folks to reckon with that and believe that that's the case.
All right, earlier this month, your organization, Southside Together, had a town hall with Mayor Brandon Johnson about this issue. What did he share with you, especially about this letter from developers? And does that help you at all? Does it make you feel any better about this process?
Yeah, I mean, the mayor's committed to working with us to address this. Like, everyone knows that this is J.B. Pritzker's project. The state has put $500 million into it. They're driving it. And the mayor took the time to come listen to the community, receive that feedback, right? And walking into it, we were working together, and they've passed an executive order, right, on data centers. And we're now hearing from the developer, based on what the mayor said, that they're no longer going to build a data center on the northern part of Quantum Shore. But we're still organizing to make sure that we have everything we need to stop the full development, including the quantum computer.
Okay. Our reporter, Tara Molina, one of our investigators, did get that inside look, as we talked about, and spoke with the leads of this project. They also talked about the job opportunities. Mm-hmm. I'm curious, have the developers met with you to talk about this? Is that something you're weighing into this, I don't want to say decision, but your viewpoint on this and what it could mean for the area? Yeah,
I think folks in the community are really clear, but through the process that it's taken to get to this development, this is one of the fastest moving developments that's happened in recent history, and that speaks, and the community engagement has been very, very lackluster. Mm-hmm. I think that ultimately there's not a desire to do that because the developer's trying to rush the project and make money.
Have you spoken with them directly?
No, we've reached out, but we haven't spoken with them directly.
Okay, have you received any response from them?
No.
Okay. Well, Dixon Romeo, Executive Director of Southside Together, we appreciate you joining us here in studio, sharing your viewpoint of this project. Thank you.
Thank you so much.